Oh, wow. This is an amazing day. Let's get into it, shall we? Now, I hear what's good. I hear a lot of people saw the video yesterday, and this is One Crack News, by the way. And yesterday we did the video live and we were out, and it was, can you really forgive uh a woman that cheated? And I gave you the percentage that 53% of men forgive their women who cheat. But we never went into the other side and did the woman's perspective. So the female perspective, so here we are. Can you forgive a man that cheated? And naturally, what you're going to hear and what you're going to see is, oh, that's different. The brothers are going to say right off the bat, oh, well, see, that's different. She's supposed to take me back. That guy always crying for attention. So now he got it. Vamoose. Now he's gone. Now he can control somewhere else. So now, back to what we were saying. Can you take back a man that is cheated? Women, can you do that? Let me tell you the numbers. The numbers are at 44%. 44% that women take the men back when they cheat. 44%. So it's more likely the men accept the women cheating and take them back. And the women are more or less reluctant to take back the man. Just like yesterday, oh, there's a story. There's always a story, isn't it? All right. Want to hear it? Here you go. Now, this loving couple who met at a party that was arranged by their friends. Not for them to meet. The party was arranged just to have a get together of the friends. Now, the couple that they know, that the friends that are all there, they put this party together. They had it at a friend's house. Come to find out, they knew each other from the same friends that went to the same school. They went to a certain school called Maine East. So, like, oh, you went to Maine East? I went to East. Ah! So it's a whole funny thing, and then they end up like, oh, this is my friend. You're like, I met him earlier. And this girl name is Barbara, for the story's sake. Barbara is in love with Jeff, for the story's sake. So Barbara and Jeff have always been like talking since that day. So Barbara and Jeff came out and decided, and friends decided, hey, Barbara's single. Jeff is like, I don't know. We have such a good friendship. I don't want to ruin it. So, long story short, Barbara and Jeff, who knows and talk about everything amongst each other, start dating. So as they date and they're talking, and Barbara, they know each other, they know his friends and this and that. So they're out on a date. And first date goes great. She runs to the phone. She's calling. He's great. He's what I've been looking for. I love Jeff. He's tall and handsome. And Jeff is like, she is thick. Hey, our conversations is not that great, but I'll deal with that. She's cool. They're like, stop playing. You like her. Yeah, I like her. Next thing you know, they're hitting it off real well. He decides to move into her place. Give up his crib, move in with her. She wanted that to happen. They moved in together, like, we're living together. And they got all these like videos all over social media where there's a guitar playing, that acoustic guitar. Like you'll see on Facebook, friends anniversary. They even like the same corny music. But Barbara and Jeff had a problem. And that Barbara and Jeff couldn't see. Barbara and Jeff ran into a situation they didn't think they were going to run into. Oh, but they did run into it. Oh, Barbara and Jeff had a major problem. They never really talked about the future or too much into the past. So when they dealing with the friends, and one friend happened to bring up, hey, so did you meet Stefan? Did she meet Stefan yet? Not yet. Barbara's, who's Stefan? Stefan happens to be his son. She's been dating this guy for a year. They're living together, and he never mentioned he had a son. Warning shots, ladies. This is a warning. Never mentioned that he had a son. To me, that's a red flag. And he tells the story. She's like, Jeff, why wouldn't you tell me you had a son? He says, oh, I was embarrassed because I don't have custody of him. And the mother, she's like really demanding and everything. And I pay my child support. Then she says, I don't want anything from you. So I haven't paid it in a while. He's 6. And I see Stefan, like every time I come by, I got to buy him things. And I try to keep the receipts and all of this stuff that's happening here. But, I'm there to spend time with him. So the baby mom everything is corresponding with the baby mother. Her name is Shell. They call her Shell, short for Michelle, for the story's sake. So Michelle comes through, brings Stefan over. They have a good day. All of them. He's like, I wanted you to meet Barbara. This is who I live with, and this and that. And she was like, oh, okay, it's finally meeting you. I told you, see, he's a bit immature. We should have met a long time ago. We're going to be best friends. So as this story goes on, total everything going well. Year 2. She's getting a little tired of Jeff treating her like the maid. She's like, look, Jeff, I understand we both live here. You got to do this and do that. And Jeff just, look, woman, bam, you not my mama. Shoot, I pay rent too. First time she's ever seen this side of Jeff blow up Jeff. And it scared her. So now she's like, oh my God, what's going on with Jeff? He blew up today. Did he? And then the friend's like, oh, you didn't know Jeff? Jeff tell you the time we had to bail him out of jail because he beat up a college kid? Yeah, we went to college and stuff. That's why he got kicked out of college. He didn't tell you that? Jeff was kicked out of college? Yeah, that's why he ended up going to Robert Morris and graduating. Because we all went out to Champaign, and he got into a fight and he beat up this kid in the college. Yeah, he beat him really bad. He expelled him. He can tell you that. So now, here's another thing Jeff didn't tell Barbara. So Barbara's like, Jeff, you beat a kid half to death when you were in college and you didn't tell. Oh, so now they just want to tell my whole life. Do you tell me about any little thing that happened to you? Did you fight somebody in grade school? Did you trip over there? She's like, I told you everything. What does that have to do with it? I have my degrees. I graduated. I got a job. Well, who cares about what happened at you? Cause you just blew up today. Oh, so if I make an argument about any little thing, it's because I beat up somebody when I was in Champaign, but I forgot you like to just psychoanalysis everybody, Barbara. You so perfect, Barbara. I can't do the perfect, Barbara. I didn't say that. Next thing you know, he grabs his coat, walks out the door, and he goes and sees his son. She's like, where are you going? He's like, I'm going to spend time with my son. So he goes over there, and she doesn't see him for 2 days. And so she's like, oh my God, he's not answering his phone. Something has happened. So she calls Michelle. Michelle, did he come over with the son? She's like, he's here. He's been sleeping over here for 2 days. He's like, over there? He's like, what? Why didn't you call me? Like, we've been close and all this. Look, girl, he wants to come back to me. We've been sleeping together for about 6 months. I told him he should tell you, but he's trying to take his time to hopefully you leave him. So, he don't have to go through the process of telling you. So I'm sad you had to find out this way. She was like, I speak to you all the time. Why wouldn't you tell me? Look, I'm not the one dating you. It's his job to tell you what's going on. But yeah, he right now in the bed. Look, talk to her. I don't want to talk to her. So now all of this is coming down. She was like, well, tell Jeff, if he don't want to talk, I'm putting all this stuff out right now. And he was like, if she do that, I'm suing. So all of a sudden, Jeff comes back home that day. Come there and she's putting this stuff out. She's crying. She got her friends there and they're all mad. You're a no good, dirty dog, Jeff. Now all the friends that he even had, his boys, is like, man, Jeff, I want to be on your side, but my girl, if I'm on your side, then I'm agreeing with what you did. So you're a bad man, Jeff. So Jeff comes back, viewed as the bad man. Bad man, Jeff. You're a bad man, Jeff. Bad on you. So all his friends have said it too, because they feel that they have to. They want to pat him on the back and buy him a beer. But but they can't. So all of the stuff she's got, and she's packing it all up. Jeff comes back with this, baby, I made a mistake. It's not going to work with me and Michelle. It was toxic when we were together. I was thinking, let's try to work things out for the son. She's like, for 6 months, you've been sleeping with me. You were sleeping with her. Is that a lie? I'm a man up. Yes, it's true. It didn't happen all the time. It happened one time. I didn't like it. And I said, what are we doing? This is messing up everything. Then we weren't really vibing. And then you were going through your thing where you were just angry all the time. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to pressure her to be compassionate and loving like you used to be. So he reversed the psychology and started to blame her. She was being overworked and she was bringing that to the household. And it was starting to have an effect on their relationship. So he went to find companionship somewhere else. This is a master course class for anybody who's going out to try to cheat, of reversing psychology, using the things that the woman says and building on that to make a good excuse and a reason to throw back in her face when you go out and mess up. So you could put guilt on her so she could take you back. And that's what Jeff did. Jeff played a masterful game of making her feel guilty. So for the women who might be listening right now, there might be 3 of you in here, maybe less. But for the women that are listening right now, would you have taken Jeff back? And fellas, do you think he should have been taken back? You know what Barbara said? Go be with Michelle. Here's your stuff. Get your mail forwarded, everything. So Jeff switched tactics. Jeff switched tactics. Jeff said, you can't afford this place without me. She said, oh no, I make way more money than you. I lived here. This is my place before you moved in. Remember, I know the landlord. You just paid me rent. You're not on the lease. He's like, you gonna do me like that? You just gonna throw me out? Oh no, go back to where you've been living with your family. Go back to your baby mama that still wants you. Go back over there, be with her, and be with your son. So she didn't take him back. Remember, 44% of the women do not, take the man back. So it's a higher number of women that don't take the men back. Jeff has been begging this woman for the last 3 years to take him back. She wants nothing to do with Jeff. What has happened since Jeff in the past 3 years? Well, Jeff went back to the baby mom and he started living with her till he can get his own place again. He tried to get his old apartment back and get it up when the other person came through, but it was not available. So he moved in a place that was close to Barbara. So he can still try to monitor Barbara getting back with him. So Barbara's trying to get into a relationship. She was dating another guy. He came over there starting all these rumors, sending emails to the guy, trying to friend him so that he can find out and mess up her whole thing. And that guy was like, look, you got a bunch of craziness going on. So she got a restraining order against Jeff. Jeff was it was crazy. They were going back and forth, and the baby mama and her got into it and was like, me and my sister jump you at your job and we'll cause you to lose your job. You stop trying to get Jeff. She was like, I don't want Jeff. I got a restraining order against Jeff. Get Jeff away from me. Keep him. You want him to be with your son, and I'm not trying to take him. Jeff is a liar. All he does is lie. So go on, take Jeff, be with Jeff. But no. Jeff takes it even further. Started sending emails to her job of pictures of her, pictures of her in like lingerie. I just want to let you know what type of employee you got working at your company. This is what Jeff did within the 3 years and still tried to get her to come back after he did that. Sent the email to one of the people that worked at her job. I just want to let you know this is the type of person you got working there. She plays like she's a good girl, but I had to, That's why she got the restraining order. So Jeff became a nuisance in her life, even though he's still living with the baby mom. Next thing you know, the baby mom, she don't want Jeff either. She's got a new guy, so Jeff's got to go. So Jeff, when he Jeff is broken up with her completely now. She's got a new guy. She's tired of Jeff lies. Now she wants to restrict Jeff from even having visitation with the son. As the son says, he's scared of the dad. Dad gets too angry. And so now Jeff is going to court, doing all this. Jeff is like, look, I am about to blow. Jeff goes in the bar and tries to talk to Barbara. Barbara's new boyfriend is there. And he's like, oh, no. I heard about you. You got to go right now. So he wants to get in a fight with new boyfriend, but Bouncer that works there said, no, you'll be fighting me instead. Jeff swings on Bouncer. Jeff gets treated like a rag doll. Blah, 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 blah. Jeff's out in the street, and she was like, okay, that's enough. Don't hurt him. You know, you made your point. She goes out there to protect Jeff. Barbara. He had enough. You know, let him go home. He's beat up enough. And he was like, see, you still love me. She's like, no, I just tried to save your life. Just go home, Jeff. She goes back in there with her boyfriend. Jeff is all just beat up and bummy. Next thing you know, Jeff is not doing so well at work because he decided to sleep with a woman at the job, get this woman pregnant, and now this woman is saying, so what we gonna do? And Jeff's like, that's on you. You got pregnant. I told you I don't want kids. So now Jeff's in a whole situation where she goes to the company and says, he got me pregnant. He is telling me like he don't know what he wants to do. This is in the company, and human resources is like, this is a situation we try to avoid. We don't want conflict here at the job. Either you guys resolve this, because we don't want these episodes here. We will have to let both of you go because we don't like people from one section dating at this job. So we don't want to fire someone that's that's pregnant here. So the company might have to reassign you to another location. So what happened is they moved Jeff to another location. They kept her there, moved Jeff to another office that they have somewhere else. So Jeff has to go work over there. It's a terrible situation. But that meant Jeff had to move on and get away, even though he still tries to send letters and things to Barbara, who now has a boyfriend. She doesn't even read them. She just throws them away. Now Jeff comes back. He's very far now. He's like way 5-6 hours away. Still in Illinois, but they moved Jeff far away. So his friends still hang out with him when he comes into town. But she never took Jeff back. She kept her dignity and never took Jeff back. She made a stand. She was not going to let Jeff victimize her. No more. She said, enough's enough. Barbara still has no kids. Barbara's a very, very successful woman. So I don't think she was a career-driven woman. I don't think she really wanted kids. She got cats, so. Oh, what's her Instagram? Oh yeah, I'll give you that right now. Barbara, this is Shirley. That Barbara's a bad one. Let me tell you, Barbara is probably about about one 180, 180-ish. She's a really cute girl. Big and thick, thick. But just because somebody's big don't mean they bad. She sits down a lot at her job. So yeah, she's smaller than Lizzo. She's about it. It would take two of her to make Lizzo. No, I wouldn't say she's like that. Yeah, she's got some boobs on her. Yeah. I mean, it's not one of those situations. Like she's like thick, big bone thick, but not like how you would think. I don't know her. I think she's mixed. I think Barbara is black and something else. Like she could be black and uh, Hispanic or something. But I think she's mixed. She's got a man. Well, her job, she got to sit down all day and be on a desk. She works downtown, so she's got a great job downtown. Believe me, when you can live where she can live and be able to afford it by yourself, you make good money. So that's it. I spent too much time on this, but I'm gonna let y'all go. Deuces. Thanks for hanging out.